Hi guys, welcome to another video here at Kendall Ford of Wasilla. What I have here for you today is the new 2018 EcoSport. You may not have heard of it before, and I wouldn't be surprised. This is a new model that Ford just came out with. This one here in particular is the SES model. It is a sport model, so it is going to have some nice sport features on the inside, as well as for the powertrain as well. So we're going to go ahead and take this around our test track, see how it drives, check out some of the features on it, just see overall how the vehicle is. So let's get started. Alright guys, so we're here on the road, we're about to start our test drive. One of the things I want to show you is we're going to pull up to the stop sign that's right up here. This does have the auto start and stop feature, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how that works there. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to drive forward. We're starting to approach our stop sign up here. Go ahead and start braking here. Once we get fully braked, I'll show you what happens here. So now we've come to a complete stop here. Now you can see here the RPMs just died. The engine actually shut off. Ford does it as a lot of brands are doing it now. It's great for saving gas as well as emissions as well. So right now with this mode, as long as I have my foot on the brake, it's going to continue to keep the engine off. Now it's not going to kill your AC or anything like that. And as soon as you take your foot off the brake, start right back up. So before you even have enough time to completely take the pressure off the brake there, then it's going to go ahead and turn the engine back on there. I'm going to turn off this AC here. It's a little hot in here. So we'll be coming down. I'll be able to show you again down here. We're going to continue on to the highway. We're going to go down our normal test driving route here. So I'm going to pull up to the light here. It's going to go ahead and do the same thing again. Once we come to a complete stop, it's going to go ahead and shut off. And there it goes. So it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't fully turn everything off. The only parts that it is going to turn off are the things that actually require the engine to be running. But if you have your wipers going, if you have your radio going, like I said, your climate, it's not going to turn any of that off on you. Looks like once these few cars here go, we'll be able to go. Looks like this person's turned in. There we go, the engine started back up. So as a first impressions of driving it, this being the first time that I've actually had the chance to drive one of these, what I do like is it does have a lot of get up and go. Now this one has the 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. It's a non-EcoBoost engine, but this one here being the SES, it is 4-wheel drive. The other trims will come in 2-wheel drive or front-wheel drive, with 4-wheel drive being an option, but the SES will normally come with the 4-wheel drive option installed. Now, what else I've noticed I like is this being the sport model is it does have the paddle shifters on the back here. So with those paddle shifters there, all you gotta do is just bring the knob down into the sport mode there, and that right there is going to turn off the auto start and stop. That's going to keep the vehicle running when you come to a stop. But with that there, then you do have the paddle shifters back here, so you can manually select your gear. And although I don't really use it for a lot of different sport driving, it is nice if you're turning out on the highway or something and you need to keep your RPMs built up. Go here now. I'm going to go ahead and actually give that a shot there. I'm going to bring it down into S. Be able to select my gear here. That actually shifts really smoothly. That is nice. So I know Ford does it with a lot of their models now. This one actually looks like maybe they've made a little bit of changes to it, but that was really smooth. It was able to shift gears right when you hit the button. Wasn't having any issues with the RPMs being built up or anything like that, so that is nice there. The other thing I've noticed is that the steering, it's got some really nice comfort steering, meaning that the steering wheel is super easy to turn. As you pick up speed, it looks like it does stiffen up a little bit too, which is nice. That's what Ford does actually with some of their trucks with the adaptive steering that they have. Sometimes that's nice because if you're driving at a high speed, turn the steering wheel a little too much and you get a little wobbly there, but the steering column is tightened up and it's just super smooth. So not a lot of road noise either. part of that is because of the body design of the EcoSport. It is going to be fairly similar to your Escape, it just has a shorter wheelbase. It's definitely comfortable, there's plenty of room up front here. I'm really impressed with this model so far. One of the other nice features that this one here has is it does have the blind spot mirrors there, so if anyone's coming up into your blind spot, it's gonna display it on your mirror there. It's gonna let you know. Of course, the technology has been around on a lot of Ford's models now for a couple of years, but this being a new model with the SES, they went ahead and include on there, so that's really nice too. You get a lot of safety and luxury options on here for a pretty minimal price. Up to a red light here, I'm going to have to mess around with the screen a little bit and check that out. I do see that it has the voice activated navigation on there, as well as all the Bluetooth and phone audio controls I told you about earlier. So we'll get a chance to mess around with that a little bit there. Definitely a really nice vehicle. I'm very impressed with it so far. Of course, one of the other nice things with this one here, despite the fact that it is four-wheel drive, we all know four-wheel drive doesn't get as great as gas mileage as what some of the front-wheel drive cars or SUVs get. With this one here, it'll give us a sort of a current mile per gallon screen here. If I get to it here, it's going to sit there and load. Once we hit a mile, it'll give us our mile per gallon, so it'll take a few seconds here. Yeah, I mean, right now we're sitting right in the mid-20s, so of course it's climbing up now because we're going downhill, but these things here are rated to get into the upper 20s for highway driving, which is what we're doing here. Of course, even when you're in the city, you're still going to be getting in the 20s, so you'd expect a mid to higher 20s for your combined gas mileage there. The Sport model here definitely has a lot of power. They've gone ahead and tuned the engine, of course, to be how you'd expect a Sport model to be. But I think Ford's really hit the nail on the head with this one here.
Make a slight right turn now.
Oh, still got our navigation on, so that's going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to throw it back into Sport mode and get this another chance here. Switch gears, reverse gears there, do it again. It's nice there, and like I said too, one of the nice features of it is if you're doing what we are here, like getting up onto an on-ramp where you have yielding traffic coming, or you're getting into a lane there, you can go ahead and drop a gear, pick up the speed a little bit, drop it again, pick up some more speed, build the RPMs a little bit.
Before enter the mile, turn right onto Pine Street and then turn left.
Pick up our speed there. Our blind spot mirror there is turned off. Of course, you still want to look. You don't want to rely completely on it, but you know that's definitely a nice feature there, just to give you the reassurance that no one's in your spot there.
Turn right now.
And navigation is telling us to turn here, so this must be where my dealership is.
Turn left now. In 300 feet, make a U-turn.
So here we are, we're back at the dealership. Thanks to navigation there, I would have never been able to find my way myself, so it definitely saved us there. But I'd say as a first impression, I'm definitely impressed with what Ford has done with this EcoSport. Even for being their first model year of it, I don't see any issues with it right off the bat. It's definitely very comfortable, very easy to drive, very easy to maneuver, having that short wheelbase. Overall, it seems to be a fantastic vehicle, and I'm definitely glad that Ford has gone ahead and included it in their lineup there. I'm sure it'd be nothing but added features and improvements from years on and out. But I mean, from what they've came up with here, like I said, for being the first time that they've brought it, that they've introduced it, I mean, I can't see anything now that could change it to make it any better. So, if you are interested in coming in and take a look at one yourself, again, my name is Hunter. I'm usually here most of the week. I'd be more than happy to have you guys come down and drive you in one. That way you can have a chance to explore the features yourself. Of course, like I said earlier, thanks for navigation here. We are located at 2701 East Mountain Village Drive. And if you'd like to call us and schedule an appointment ahead of time, you can reach myself at 907-376-5656. So like I said before, it's definitely a great vehicle. I'm really impressed with what Ford has done, and I look forward to future models coming out. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will also have a walk-around vehicle showing some of the new exterior features as well as some more of the interior features as well, so keep an eye out for that one as well. Alright, thank you guys for tuning in. I look forward to you guys watching our next video. Thank you.